So I bought the '69 VW Convertible off a marketplace without a title. And after a bunch of paperwork, I finally got a letter from the DMV. And it says, "You are not the father." Oh, sorry, wrong video. All right, so I guess I'll just start out with a story on the car here a little bit. Basically, I bought it from some guy that had it in his barn, and he bought it from somebody that had it in their barn. So there was no history with the car. So I ended up digging through the glove box and found an old registration and an insurance card. And the last name was Smith, so trying to track down a Smith isn't real easy, but I just Googled the name and the location, and it did come up with an obituary. And he had like 12 kids, so I just went through there and found there was a daughter that had a last name that wasn't as common, so I Googled that and found an address, sent a letter, and got a call that it was their father's car. So I got a bill of sale from the estate, and then I had to fill out some paperwork. I guess I'll kind of go through that process. If you're from a different state, it's not going to work, but if you're from Wisconsin, this might be helpful. So what you need is form MV2082. Now, basically, you fill out the form as well as the regular MV1 standard registration form. And then you need 4 pictures, one from front, rear, left, and right side, plus the VIN number. And if you can't get the VIN number, then if the VIN number is difficult to get a picture of, you can also have a police officer fill out a form and verify the VIN for you. And then just a heads up, there is a section on the form where you make a statement of why you got the car without a title. Now, from my experience dealing with the government, you give them as little information as possible to get your point across, because you start adding extra stuff in there, it just confuses them. And if they do need more information, they can always ask for more. So I sent that off, and I got a letter back that said that they would accept the application, but then I needed to get a bond. And to get a bond, you can usually go through your insurance company. I ended up going through a State Farm agent, but most insurance companies will have bonds available. The value of the bond is based on what the DMV considers the value of the vehicle. In my case, they valued it at like $5,800 or something like that, which is probably 5 times what it's worth. But there's a minimum bond amount, so it would have cost me the same amount for the bond anyway, so I didn't argue with them. And then once I sent the letter back with the bond in it, it probably took it only took about a week, maybe a week and a half. Probably would have been sooner if there wasn't a big snowstorm this weekend and stuff slowed down, but I got this here. Wisconsin Certificate of Title. Now the thing is, it is if that shows, it shows up as bonded. Now the bond lasts for 5 years, which isn't a big deal if you plan on keeping the car for 5 years, but if you're buying something to sell it, the bond will transfer in the state of Wisconsin to the next owner, but for out-of-state buyers, it varies by state, so you have to do some research there. So I hope this information helps somebody that has bought a car in Wisconsin without a title and just needs to go through the bonded title process. It doesn't always work, but the 2 times that I've done it, it's worked for me. So thanks for watching, and remember to like, subscribe, and keep an eye out. Now that I've got a title for this thing, I can start working on it. Spring is coming, and it's a convertible, so I'd like to drive it. Catch you on the next one.